gosh. Okay. I'm just doing a quick live to remind people that we are working out this evening at 6 p.m. I'm doing an ankle weight workout, but also, as you see the title of the video, I want to talk about my long COVID symptoms, or the long COVID symptoms that I've been dealing with. So some of you know on my channel, I talked about my experience with COVID, and if I will link the videos after this video is done, after I'm done streaming this one. But this was back in September. I recovered at the end of September. But I did an update, my first update on how I've been doing since. And then today's update is due to the fact that I went to the doctor after experiencing some alarming symptoms for me. And I need to, my mom is FaceTiming me. I'll call you back. I need some lotion. So basically, I had been dealing with anxiety here and there before I got it, but after, the anxiety has been intensified. So the smallest thing can trigger me. So like, for example, I feel a little anxious right now, and I felt a little anxious when I went to the doctor's earlier today. And I think that earlier was because I didn't have anything to eat. I like to do intermittent fasting, but at this point, ouch. And I got blood drawn day before yesterday, major bruising. So yes, I do not participate in illegal activities. So major bruising from getting blood drawn. But so earlier today, I feel like the feeling of anxiety was due to me not having anything to eat. As I was getting ready to say, I do like to do intermittent fasting. And sometimes that doesn't work, especially if I try to work out. If I try to do fasted fitness, it doesn't always work. But after getting over COVID, the anxiety has just been, has gotten worse. I mean, there have been some nights where I can't sleep because I'm just feeling like tightness in my chest and, anxious feeling. So because of all these things combined, these things that I've been experiencing, the anxiety, brain fog, severe fatigue, like yesterday. So I was supposed to do a live workout yesterday, but I did not. And I now sit on my community page because the goal is to do weekly workouts on Monday starting. My goal is to get that to like 3 times a week or more, because my goal is to rebuild my channel. Okay. And so anyways, I was supposed to do a live workout yesterday, but I physically could not, you guys. I was just like so freaking tired, so fatigued. And I think that also combined with the fact that I got my blood, I got my labs back, and there were 2 abnormalities. Now, off the top of my head, I can't remember, but one is high blood count and the other something else. And so the physicians helped to read through my results and let me know that basically everything's fine. My heart sounds fine. My lungs sound clear, even though I just feel like something is sitting on my chest often. The anxiety is long COVID related. The feeling of anxiety and these feelings of not being able to breathe, things like that are related to long COVID. What else? Oxygen, all of my vitals are good, except for these 2 things that they were like, you're healthy. The rest of your blood work is just fine. This is related to COVID, as well as Another thing I'm doing, I am reducing the amount of alcohol I consume. I talked about this on my channel before. This is my only vice, wine. Wine is my only vice. And that's not good, obviously. Even though it's my only vice, right? I love fruits and vegetables. I work out at least 5 times a week. Very active. All vitals are good. But drinking alcohol is basically poisoning your body. And I know that. I know better. But so one of the results basically showed that I was dehydrated. I'm like, I drink tons of water. But if you drink the way that I can, then that kind of negates all of that, right? So or it can catch up to you. And so the last thing I want to do is to be broke down, feeling broke down. And I just feel extremely compelled, especially at this point, to start to go even harder for my health, which I've been doing that for years. But with the long COVID symptoms, the drinking does not help, as well as the drinking does not help with anxiety, coming down off the alcohol, basically. So I know that's going to be a little bit of a journey for me, I think, but I'm going to do a very intense detox in March, which I will probably make it a group thing, but a very intense detox in March, and counting down the days in terms of scaling back the glasses of wine that I have, going from a bottle a day to a glass a day to no more in March, because again, I cannot be broke down too young. So, yeah, so that's what I'm dealing with basically. And again, working out today, and the goal is to go live several times a week. If live workouts is something that you are interested in, please make sure you let me know in the comments below. Come to the workouts, and also DM me on Instagram what the things that you want to see weekly, so that I can plan for that. Need some water. That's the other thing, just the brain fog and stuff. I know there were some people that commented on my COVID post and DM me about their experience, and I started to become very, I almost allowed myself to get really sad about this, because it's so new. We don't know what the long-term effects are going to be for the people that got this. And I'm just like, I worked so hard on my health over the years. I just have to, be a little more radical with my approach, I feel. And sharing that with you all is just something that, it wouldn't be me if I didn't share that with you, what I'm going through, and also wanting to let people know that do want to come to the workouts, why there will be some times where I can't, I physically cannot. And so the only thing as of right now that I know to do is to detox, is to keep going and not allow myself to be brought down by this. So yeah. Really quick video again. I will be sharing the different recipes that I will be making and the different things that I will be eating. So if you have been affected by the disease, and you are looking for things to do, trying to figure out how to rebuild your health, that's kind of how I feel. That's where I feel that I'm at right now, is the rebuilding phase. Just like when I started my channel and it was all about Candida recovery. I know how to do this. I know what to do. And so as I tell people, clients and people in my life that are close to me that have any type of health issue, or anybody that, even if you don't have any health issue, how to protect your health. That's going to be the main focus, figuring out how you can incorporate healthy habits into your life, or reincorporate healthy habits into your life Another thing that I'm doing, in addition to doing things like reducing alcohol, is I'm going back to my green smoothies daily. I used to have green smoothies every single day with superfoods, and I strongly feel that that is what has helped me not get sick from 2015 until 2020. Literally hadn't had a cold or anything since 2015, or maybe even not even 2015, you guys, like 2014. And so going back to that and really going back to the basics, I do eat a lot of grains and stuff like that, but raw and in excess. And this is what I taught in my Candida recovery program, in excess, because that is what helps me become better. That is what, stop the chronic yeast infections and bacterial infections. So these are all the things that I am doing, and I strongly encourage you, if you have been affected by this or any other type of disease, to kind of go back to the basics and start there and build on that. The basics for me and for everybody is going to be your nutrition. So nutrition, another thing I discussed with the doctor today, is going back to meditation. This doctor was, this is the first time in a very long time I talked to a doctor that talked about holistic things to do, and I was very grateful for that. So meditation, things to help reduce anxiety normally, which I used to meditate and practice yoga multiple times a week, mostly because I was teaching it. And since I stopped teaching so much in person, I do one-on-ones, but I used to teach multiple times a week, and it really, really, really helps with anxiety and repairing the parasympathetic nervous system. And yes, I'm going back to that as well. I am rambling now, and I'm going to stop rambling because I do have a little bit of work to do, and I feel like I need a nap before tonight. So yes, if you are working out with me tonight, meet me back here at 6 o'clock. A mat, light weights, and some ankle weights if you have them. You don't need them if you don't have them. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you this evening. Bye.